right, so first things first, let's look at our list from yesterday. Um, we want to make sure that we have that clear definition of our client profile, check. And then we want to dive in today to those problem solution frameworks. But what I would like to talk about and have you guys read if you got done with your pitch statement. Does that anybody feel totally complete on their pitch statement? Yeah, go ahead, Robert. You're up first. Read it to us.
All right. Well, just for clarification, I probably have two. As I was brainstorming delivery models, I probably have a done with you and a done for you
Okay,
uh, delivery model. So I'll just do the done for you
perfect.
one, so as to not take up too much time. They're similar, but obviously different messages, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So the done for you is, oops, let me pull it up. All right. I will read it. And I'll probably have to read it because I won't be able to say it
That's
naturally.
okay.
But are you a visionary coach or consultant with the potential to land bigger, higher paying opportunities, but you find yourself juggling every detail alone? Maybe you're worried that you'll miss out on major deals, or you'll lose confidence in your offers, or you're going to end up burned out if you don't get the right support. Imagine having a trusted design partner to help you scale your program seamlessly so that you can charge premium prices, feel completely at ease about your delivery, knowing your materials are based on proven frameworks. Time out?
Nope.
There you go.
I just waved to Denise.
Oh, okay, good.
Sorry.
There you go. Are based on proven frameworks that have transformed the business of hundreds of coaches and consultants. So that's part one. Part two, challenging their thinking. You might think that you just need to do it yourself with a few slide decks, or you might want to hire a random freelancer here and there. But the real root of the problem is not having a strategic, high level system to ensure that every engagement you deliver is truly transformational. That's why the design elevation done for you accelerator, I feel like I need another name for that, but that's what it came up with,
Okay.
is different. Drawing on nearly a decade of hands-on facilitation experience and a proven frameworks developed from thousands of sessions and training hundreds of other coaches, we know exactly how to help you design powerful engagements that wow your clients. This unlocks bigger opportunities, boosts your confidence, and helps you raise those prices without the headache of doing it all alone. And then the filter, number three, if you already have a solid coaching or consulting expertise, but you want to scale without reinventing the wheel, if you want to stand out with top tier program materials so you can tackle higher paying deals, and if you value your time and know that expert support is the key to peace of mind and accelerated growth, we can help you by elevating your offer so you feel confident going after bigger contracts and charging what you're really worth, co-creating polished presentations, curriculum, and engagement blueprints built on time-tested group coaching and facilitation frameworks, and saving you countless hours, freeing you to focus on serving the clients at the highest level while we handle behind-the-scenes design work for you. And then tell them what to do next. If you're done going it alone and you're ready to level up your offers with proven, masterful design partner, book a brief call to talk about our design elevation done for you accelerator. We'll map out the best package to give you bigger opportunities, confidence, and unmatched quality you deserve, all while reclaiming valuable time in your schedule. Click here to book.
Love it. Want it. Like,
Great.
spoke right to me. I thought it was wonderful. The only thing missing is the word powerful visuals. That's
Mhm.
my summary when I like think about what you're doing. The
Mhm.
idea of having powerful visuals that match how powerful your coaching is would be really impactful. And that's going to come up tomorrow when we talk about bonuses. try to incorporate the idea of visuals in your bonuses. You're going to get as a bonus this PowerPoint whatever visual, and that's going to really be intriguing for coaches.
Yeah. And if you have suggestions, I was playing with Napkin.
Mm-hmm.
There may be other ones that like creating graphical representations of some of the key things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't done a good job on that yet myself. And so I don't feel good teaching it to other people when I'm not doing well with it
Yeah,
myself.
Napkin does a
Yeah.
great job with taking, maybe a module of your program and pasting it in there and, turning it into some sort of visual. Um, if you're going to take your whole program outline and turn it into a PowerPoint, Gamma does a great job with some of its graphics. So
Mhm.
either one or a combination of both. Um, I've definitely taken some of those napkin diagrams and brought them into a Gamma presentation and made a PowerPoint or a PDF with it.
Gamma is so crazy powerful. It's amazing. And I'm not even scratching the surface. I loved your post, Suzanne, the other day when was it a blog that you
Hmm.
reproduced in Gamma? And
Yeah.
I think you made the suggestion or said that some of your people are using it to create carousels.
Yes.
It's like, and it's so cool, all the stuff it can do. So yeah, Gamma's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, it's really I just took a blog post and pasted it into Gamma and had it turn into a basically a landing page that was beautiful. So totally doable for a program, like for an offer. And if you have enough time on Friday, we'll take your program outline and I'll show you a sample of taking a program outline and putting it into Gamma and basically turning it into a pitch deck or sales presentation.
Great.
There's dogs in the neighborhood. She's on alert. She's on alert. All right, who wants to go next and read theirs? That was great, Robert. Loved it. You ready, David?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Are you a service-based business owner who feels overwhelmed by daily operations, frustrated with inconsistent marketing, and unclear about how to scale profitably? Are you worried that if you don't fix these issues, your business might remain stuck or worse, start declining? How would it feel to streamline your operations, attract ideal clients, and finally achieve predictable growth and profitability while reclaiming your time? Now, you may think you need to work harder, hire more staff, or throw money at marketing, but the real root of your problem isn't about working harder. It's that you lack the clarity, systems, and strategic guidance needed to scale sustainably. That's why the weekly business breakthrough group is different. Instead of trying to solve everything on your own or wasting time and money on disconnected solutions, we provide a proven system for improving productivity, understanding key metrics, and creating a marketing strategy that consistently delivers results. I've helped countless business owners like you uncover hidden profit opportunities, optimize their operations, and attract their ideal clients by focusing on actionable strategies tailored to service-based businesses. If you're a service-based business owner who's growth-minded, coachable, and ready to take action, we can help you by streamlining your operations to save time and reduce your stress while improving efficiency, providing a clear KPI tracking system to make data-driven decisions and achieve consistent growth, and crafting marketing strategies that resonate with your ideal clients and generate predictable leads. If you're ready to take the next step forward, scaling your business with less stress and more profit, join our weekly business growth accelerator group today. I'm still trying to come up with a name, but that's what I got. That's what I got. What you got? Any input?
Susan, you're muted.
Suzanne, you're muted.
Oh, that's funny. I'm like,
I didn't want to
anybody?
go far. The feminine side of me wants more emotion in it. something to tug at my emotions a little bit. But the
Okay.
masculine side of me says it's awesome. I loved it. It spoke right to my business brain. So all
All right.
depending on your, are you looking to attract male or female clients? I was just gonna ask.
That's funny. I like working with both. I think if I had to pick, I'd rather work with women, truth be told.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
All right. So take what you have and put it back into Chat GPT and
Mm-hmm.
say, can we make this a little bit more speak to the feminine client or speak to the female business owner and
Interesting.
touch on the emotion of feeling separate from her family too often
Gotcha.
and see what it comes up with. See how it sounds.
Yeah, I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
That's hilarious, though. I never really thought of it that way. So,
Yeah. Well, I didn't
perfect.
either.
Thank you.
I realized that I have a tendency to, even in my personal relationships, speak more with that business voice. So sometimes
Mm.
I have to remember, oh, I'm talking to the carpool moms. I don't have to tell them about reciprocity. I can just say it's your turn, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Thank you both.
Good lesson. And Robert, while we're hanging out, you could take yours and put it back into Chat GPT and say, tell me this in 2 sentences or less.
Okay.
All right, Clay, did you raise your hand? You ready to go?
I did because it sounds like there's some similarities between what David's already established and what I'm working towards. So
Cool.
I thought it might be a good piggyback.
Awesome.
Cool.
Are you an ambitious entrepreneur frustrated by working harder than ever, but still feeling stuck, worried that your business will never scale without sacrificing even more time? Imagine stepping into a leadership role where your business thrives and your time is yours again. You might believe working harder or hiring more people is the solution, but the truth is your lack of systems and strategic focus is holding you back. My scalable success system simplifies growth by addressing these root problems with proven strategies. If you're ready to grow your business, willing to adopt new strategies, and committed to make a change, we'll help you by aligning your vision and goals, implementing systems that free up your time, and positioning you as a leader in your industry. Let's take your business to the next level. Book a call today and take the first step towards scalable success.
Really good. Very concise. Not too wordy.
I'll tell you, as I was reading it, one thing I don't like is where it says, but the truth is your lack of systems and strategic focus. I will probably tweak that to be less like, I feel like if someone said that to me, it's almost like, I just saw this video where the guy, it's like the old HR trick where they're training you and they show you walking with someone and then you press against them and they naturally press back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would put me into what do you know about my lack of systems and strategic focus? But
Yeah.
I feel like that could be said a little more elegantly. But other than that, I thought it produced some good results.
Yeah, I think you could say that from the I've found that, or
Right.
in
Many,
90% of cases, lack of systems is, make
right,
it.
right. Instead of you, maybe it's like many business owners like you or something like that. I'll play around with it.
Yes, and then I wrote down the 3S framework or the
Mhm.
3S method or the 3S scalable success system, somehow work that unique framework into
Yeah,
it.
I follow you. Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
And one question, Suzanne, you might have an opinion on this, but the one thing I found myself wondering is who specifically, because what you said could apply almost any business at all. And what I found myself wondering is, do you have a person, a target market avatar that you really want to focus down on to?
Yeah, and that could definitely be more clear. It's it's real estate and small business owners, so real estate, but then also, I work with some small business owners, but it could definitely be a little more clear because I think what you're getting at is something I talk to people a lot about, which is when you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one because you have to water your message down to appeal to everyone, which then makes it unappealing to everyone. So I appreciate that feedback. That's really, I could see that.
Yeah, and I would add to that, Clay, that if you're brave enough to say real estate entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
you're going to be way more popular.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And that's
Take away the end entrepreneurs because that opens up the door to everybody and focus on the real estate entrepreneurs. Doesn't
yeah,
mean that real estate agent can't own another business.
sure.
Like the one I invited to your group, he owns another business and he's a
Yeah,
real estate agent, right? So that's interesting to be brave enough to, limit yourself.
I'm brave enough, Suzanne. It's not
Okay.
a limit. There's a huge real estate.
Yeah, I know.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting 10 real estate agents. So
I know.
yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Trust me, I did it for a while back in the 90s. I know what that means. All right, who's ready to go next? Go ahead, Faison.
Sure. So my pitch is, are you a CEO and founder from tech sector feeling frustrated by not being able to earn the money that you deserve on LinkedIn? Are you struggling to effectively generate consistent high quality leads on LinkedIn? I have just the right solution for you. I help you achieve that powerful brand manifestation by managing your LinkedIn profile. The name of my program is Be the CEO of Your LinkedIn. If you are interested, hop on my calendar.
Okay, the only criticism is tell me the results of doing that. So freeing up time. Um, I heard more leads and I heard being the CEO, but what else am I going to get from that? What other kind of freedom? Tap on to those emotions that somebody's going to get when they hire you. So take what you just read, put it back into ChatGPT and say, please touch on the emotions. See if you can pull out a little bit more of that, freedom. Imagine not being tied to LinkedIn every day trying to get more leads. I partner with you to do that. Something along those lines. I hear those words. I'm like, oh, you're gonna partner with me to do that? You're gonna help me stand as the CEO instead of the worker bee? Amazing. Amazing. How's that feel?
Awesome.
Good?
That is definitely value. By the way, how about mentioning comfort? Like you
Comfort?
feel yes.
Yeah, because that's interesting because I've heard that from a lot of people that they just don't know the rules of LinkedIn. They don't they don't know how to one of my clients posted a video for the first time on LinkedIn today and he was like, "Oh my God, are you sure this is okay for LinkedIn?" Like he was, nervous about putting his Facebook content on LinkedIn. So yeah, I think that could be maybe not use the word comfort, but you know, I don't know what to call it, confidence, maybe. Give you the confidence to show up on LinkedIn more powerfully.
Awesome.
All right. Steve or Denise, who's up? All right, ladies first. You're both
All
in that.
right, I will go. Hold on, let me find it again. I just here we go. Nope. Sorry.
It's okay.
I got people working upstairs. Oh, great. Roof is leaking. It's not even freaking raining.
Sounds
Anyway,
familiar.
let's see. Are you sorry guys, this is so not for you.
That's okay. My ears are open.
Are you a midlife woman feeling overwhelmed, stuck in negative self-talk, and frustrated that you may continue feeling disconnected and exhausted if something doesn't change? Imagine waking up with clarity, confidence, and the energy to love your body and your life again. You might think the answer lies in another diet, fitness plan, or self-help book, but the real root of your problem is your mindset, how you think and feel about yourself and your ability to change. Transforming your mindset clears mental clutter, renews your energy, and gives you the confidence to take sustainable action. If you're done with restrictive diets, tired of feeling disconnected from your body, and ready to thrive in this chapter of life, the Forever Wellness lifestyle is for you. The tools will calm the overwhelm, help you embrace nourishing habits, and rebuild your confidence. If you're ready to transform your mindset, reclaim that energy, I'm repeating myself, I realize, and thrive in your body, relationships, and life, let's make it happen.
Beautiful.
Schedule here. Blah, blah, blah.
Beautiful. I don't have any critique at all. I think it's a really great combination of everything you've been working on for the past couple of months. How's it feel for you when you say it? I felt emotion when you were reading it, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like it. I want to make sure that I'm not in each sentence, not completely repeating the same words. So that was one thing I was like, ooh, I didn't catch that when I was working on earlier, because I think this is like edit number 12.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Copy the whole thing again and put it back into ChatGPT and say, please condense this and don't repeat any of the same words or phrases, and say it in 2 or 3 sentences and see how it comes out.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right, last but certainly not least. Oh,
I had
Robert, go
two
ahead.
pieces of feedback for Denise, which may or may not be relevant, since I might not be your target market. But
You're not a midlife woman, Robert.
I don't think so. Not last I checked.
Okay.
However, I have been engaging with a weight loss program, and kind of reverse engineering what are the factors. So anyway, the two comments are this. One is, maybe speak about the level of support people get when their confidence is flagging, because that happens a lot. And it seems like people gain success by transforming in community and with support. Like that's almost an essential part of it. And then the other part, which may or may not be useful, Suzanne can correct me, is the thought that, well, how is this going to work differently after the 20 or 30 or 40 different things that I've already tried? So maybe highlight a little bit about what's different about this than everything else, because I've already tried everything else and it hasn't
It's interesting that you say that, because there's that other stuff that we were working on where it does say this is why this is different, and I didn't include that because it wasn't in the framework. So thank you for that. Thank you. I love those suggestions.
Thank you, Robert.
And actually, the community support thing is something that I'm actually trying to figure out. I sent you an email, Sue, about that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, Steve.
Okay. Are you a business owner who feels stuck in the daily grind, trapped by the tyranny of the urgent, and frustrated that your growth is stalled and profits are dwindling? Are you worried that if you don't fix it, you'll continue to feel overwhelmed, stressed, and uncertain about the future of your business? How would it feel to have clarity, a clear plan, and the confidence to lead your business to greater profits and success without sacrificing your peace of mind or personal life? Now, you may think you need to work harder, put in more hours, or micromanage your team to get unstuck. But the real root of your problem is lack of clarity and a proven framework for strategic growth, which is why partnering with Campana Business Coaching is a better solution. With decades of experience, we've developed frameworks, tools, and strategies that help business owners like you break free from uncertainty, align your team, and take decisive actions toward success. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, open to guidance and proven strategies, committed to growth and making a lasting impact, we can help you with this by helping you gain clarity on your vision and priorities, providing a clear and actionable plan tailored to your business, equipping you with tools and coaching to take bold, effective actions. If this sounds like what you need, let's chat. Book a free business assessment today and take your first step towards climbing above the turbulence.
I like the visual that it gave me a lot. And I absolutely loved the line, partner with Campana Business Coaching. I really like that. That feels different than me hiring you.
Well, thank you for the feedback. I will tell you
Yeah.
that I didn't edit that at all. I put what you gave us yesterday on top of my other messaging stuff that I already had saved in another chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't touch a word because not that I loved it, but thank you for the feedback. So
Yeah.
you're really complimenting the power of Chat GPT there. It's
Well,
amazing, isn't it?
I
So
think it
thank you
is
for the
when
feedback.
it's such a great thinking partner when you give it the right information. Yeah, that's any other feedback for Steve?
I have a question for the group.
Sure.
I had been using like my ideal client as business owners and their leaders, but I'm inclined to just say business owners now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was your comment um, to Mr. Visco about who was the real estate person? Was that Robert?
Oh, Clay.
Clay. Yeah, but I will help the leaders. But so the question to the group is pros or cons, narrowing my focus. I work with my ideal client's a business leader. I mean, a business owner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, business owner.
Okay, thank you.
Any particular kind of business, Steve? Any industry, any size, anything?
Yes, if I talk in terms of size, it's up to 60 employees with an upper bound of 75 employees under the right circumstances. The industries would be construction, manufacturing, basically people that design things, make things, build things, or move things. Those are
I
the
like
industries
that.
I worked in, but that's too broad. So I
Mm-hmm.
usually start with the business owner, and I kind of split it up by the coaching. The core coaching I do will cover a lot of industries, but to get into the advisory component, my sweet spot would, you're either in that industry or you're not. So I can give you the blocking and tackling. But if you're in one of those industries, then I can bring in a lot more advisory and frameworks that I've learned after 43 years. So thank you
Gotcha.
for the question. Did that help? I mean,
Yep.
is that too broad? I guess I'll throw that out to the group. Is that still too broad?
Well, I would ask, what's the goal, especially like with your LinkedIn profile? Would you want just manufacturing company owners? Would you
No,
want just construction company owners?
no,
Okay.
not on
Well,
LinkedIn. Not on LinkedIn. No.
right. So that I think are your buckets of people you're looking to attract. So maybe looking to speak to those groups, and then your LinkedIn has another focus of business owners. You could be a little more niche in where you're looking to speak. Like I know an NLP coach who works with all kinds of entrepreneurs on their communication, but he focuses his speaking on the real estate and financial services offices. Like, and he just goes and gives talks to them. So
Yeah.
he's focused in his lead gen, but his social media, his TikTok, his Instagram all speak to all kinds of entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's interesting. And again, for those that don't know me, I'm really just launching this business now. I mean, I'm generating some revenue, but it's really doing what I've always done in the
Mm-hmm.
advisory role for former clients. Um, I really hope the business owner, it's really a matter of employees because you get to a certain size. Now they have a CFO, now they have the marketing people. So my sweet spot is really that solopreneur to, couple leaders and, up to 60 employees. So I feel like my threshold is more on the team they've built around them as
Mhm.
opposed to the industry.
Hmm. Well, where we're going today is the problems that those ideal clients face. So let's really, especially for you, focus in on that size company. And I think that'll give you some really great information back. So if there's no other questions or comments, we're
I,
going to go on to, yeah, go
I
ahead, Steve.
just, David, to answer your question, there's another niche I have that I really won't market to, but CPA firms with 3 to 10 owners would be
Okay.
another. I don't know that I would do direct marketing other than getting on stages in front of audiences to draw that group in, but that would be another niche that that 3 to 10 owner type size accounting firm.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for
Okay.
sharing. Good job, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
really
Mhm.
great. So the next phase of, speaking to those ideal clients with hell yes offers is the really tapping into the major problem that you are solving for them. And what that looks like is a problem solution framework. And that means you create case studies that are based on those problem solution frameworks. You can create bonuses, which we're going to go really into that tomorrow, that are focused on those problem solution frameworks. Like I mentioned to Robert, having killer visuals. Well, that's a huge problem for coaches. And most of the time, they don't even know that it's a problem until you let them know that, oh, is that really what you want to be showing people? So, bringing awareness to that is huge. Sorry for the dog barking, real life. So the first thing we're going to do in the background, go open Perplexity for me. And if you haven't ever used perplexity.ai, no worries, you don't need the paid version to do what we're going to do. And we are going to describe our ideal client. Steve, you're going to pick one of those ideal clients, or go for the most broad niche of business owners. And we're going to ask for 3 to 5 common problems that person faces. For example, Faison, you're going to say, I would like to research the top 5 problems of leaders in whatever space. You could say coaching space, that they struggle with when it comes to creating content and posting regularly on social media. Oh, excuse me. Lord. Well, why'd you give her a package? Okay, so my dog just brought in a package from UPS to me, and she decided she was going to open it. So, real life.
I think it's hilarious you asked them a question. The dog.
The dog?
Well, why'd you bring it to me?
She talked
Well, you
back.
know, Suzanne.
Yeah, you would have
That's
laughed
what
if
I
she had
do.
responded back.
Would have been. Yeah. Oh man. So what was the prompt again?
So you
Is
are
it
going to
is it
say
on the document?
it. It is, and I will paste it in the chat here. Hold on.
Help me create a. Okay, I see it. Just
So in this prompt, help me create a list of secondary problems my ideal clients face in relation to the main problem. Oh, that's the second one. Sorry.
Don't do that to me, Suzanne. I'm sitting here thinking, I already missed something.
No, main problem. Main problem first. So it's the same prompt. Create a list of problems, and I don't know why I can't find it. Hold on. Let me grab the document. Hold on. Sorry. Not in my little cheat sheet for today. And it's not in my document. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to perplexity and we're going to do this in real time since there's a typo in my document and I don't have that prompt for you. Here we go. And I'm going to say, please help me create a list of problems my ideal client faces. Then I'm going to grab my ideal client, about my ideal client. And that's my little 2-paragraph thing. Don't worry, you don't have to have a 2-paragraph thing, but you want to be pretty specific on who your ideal clients are. And there we go. So if you have a little blurb about your ideal client, use that. If you don't, try to be as specific as possible. Like Steve, you would say, business owners generating this amount of revenue with this amount of employees. And so now I have nice 20 answers to problems they typically face. Now, what's really interesting about most of these problems, they're pretty true for all of us here in this room, and we just have different solutions to those problems. So the key is whatever it gives you back, we want to go a little deeper on a couple of them. So if you spit out 20, I want you to pick the top 3 and go deeper on those. So I'm just going to pick one. Number 19 stands out to me, lack of a support system. High pressure work environments. This one, number 5, self-doubt, imposter syndrome despite past successes. And then 4. So I'm going to go 4 and 5. And I'm going to ask, I like number 4 and 5. Can we go deeper on the emotional effect these have on my ideal clients? And so it's actually searching the internet for these answers. It's not just, like a regular AI and making up answers. Okay, perfect. So now we're to the chronic stress, emotional exhaustion, anxiety and worry, decreased resilience, impaired decision making is actually one of my topics for this month. How to make better decisions. Self-doubt, of course, because my business addresses confidence in a lot of different things. Imposter syndrome, perfectionism, reduced confidence, emotional roller coasters. Love it. So that's perfect for me. I don't need to go any further, but if you choose to go further, you can come down here to this related section and go a little deeper on some of those. How can businesses support their leaders in managing uncertainty? What mindsets can help founders improve their tolerance for uncertainty? How does fear of failure contribute to high anxiety and high achieving entrepreneurs? That could be interesting, but I'm going to stick with what I got, and I'm going to copy all of that. Right there. And take that back to Chat GPT, and I'm just going to start a new chat, brand new. If you have a GPT that's programmed with your info, you can use that. You don't have to. So I'm going to paste in this. I'm going to say, here are the problems my ideal clients face. Okay, so that's all in there now. And now I'm going to add to this by going back to my statement, my pitch statement that you all read today. I'm going to add that in. So I'm going to copy my pitch statement.
Can we get like a 3-minute pause to,
Yes,
I have to catch up.
yes.
I
I'm
was
going to add
right
my
there, and then I'm like, ooh,
Go ahead.
hold on.
I could use a quick little bio break. So
Oh, you're welcome.
thank you, David. So I added in those problems, and then I added in my pitch statement. Go ahead and catch up to that point, and I'll be right back.
Hey guys, since I had to go work with my contractors because my roof is leaking, why did Suzanne go into perplexity?
Because Perplexity is really good with fact checking as compared to
Fact-checking.
ChatGPT.
Yes.
Thank you.
Denise,
And
I can offer something too. I agree with what Faizan said. Perplexity to me is a Google search engine. I don't like it I prefer ChatGPT, but if you want to do a search or get a list like
Mm,
she was doing, I think Perplexity is really good at building lists.
thank you.
But then I jumped to ChatGPT like I just did. I took the same question to ChatGPT just for an experiment.
Okay,
So
thank you.
It's
Yeah, I tend to stay in chat myself. I've gone into perplexity here and there, but
for
usually when I'm
research
looking for
and
a quote, yeah, I'm usually looking for a quote from a doctor or something like that.
for any type of
Okay, thank you.
research, it's more up to date than chat by about a year. And
Oh, okay.
and it just does a much better job for research and gathering data.
So were we
Okay.
supposed to ask ChatGPT the exact same question with the perplexity output? Is
Yeah.
that what our task was? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yep. So what I did is I said, here are the problems my ideal clients face, paste in the results. Then I gave it information about me, Suzanne, and her work as a business coach for entrepreneurs. And then I'm going to give it instructions. Create a list of problem solution frameworks.
Can you, for the slow kids at the back of the room, go just so you went perplexity and asked based on your client profile, what are their challenges or problems?
Yes.
Then you selected one or two of those and said, I want to delve deeper on those.
Yep.
Then you took that result to ChatGPT, told ChatGPT, this is who I am and about my coaching program. This is the issue my clients face. And then said, give me problem solution frameworks.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
I'll walk through it again for you.
Okay.
So perplexity is going to do your research. Please help me create a list of problems my ideal clients face. You're going to tell it about your ideal clients. And for Steve, he could actually research all his different niches. He could research manufacturing leaders. He could research construction company founders and see, this would be really smart to do, Steve, see what problems overlap with all of them rather than asking what problems they all have, asking for what problems each have, and then putting the human element in and seeing which overlap. Then once I got an answer, it gave me 20, and that's typical for perplexity to give you 20. I picked out the 2 best that most resonated with me and asked it to expand on 4 and 5. And I asked it to go deeper on the emotional effect number 4 and 5 have on my ideal client. Because we're trying to get to that emotional place. If you're working with high performers, they want to spend money on the emotion they're going to feel after they get your result. People who are stuck typically are stuck in the negative emotion. So you have to have both for ideal clients, and your content needs to be a mix of both. So it went a little deeper for me, and then I copied that and came over to ChatGPT, just gave it the list of problems my ideal clients face, then pasted in my pitch statement that you all read when you first got here today. And then the final sentence was, please create a list of problem solution frameworks.
So do we need to put in our pitch if we're using the same thread? Did you say we
No.
didn't? Okay,
No,
good.
you don't.
Because I didn't.
Okay, so now it's given me, are we cool to move on? Everybody good? Sort of?
Yep. I am.
Go ahead and I'll be catching up.
Okay. All right. So now it's given me a concise list of problem solution frameworks tailored for seasoned entrepreneurs who grapple with chronic stress, self-doubt, and the high stakes pressures of leadership. Think of these as jumpstart guides. Each framework pinpoints a core challenge and offers a strategic response. Now, this is the beauty of ChatGPT. Mine is programmed, and all of these threads know me, and it gave me a Stoic philosophy quote. I love that so much. So here we go. This is what the problem solution frameworks, this is a standard format that ChatGPT actually knows. So all you have to say is problem solution frameworks, and you're going to get something very similar to this. Problem: feeling mentally depleted and overwhelmed. Difficulty finding joy or drive in daily activities. Yeah, my clients are all working entirely too much. They don't take time to themselves, and they don't bookend their days, meaning work just bleeds into their personal life. This was one of my biggest problems and still has a tendency to show up for me once in a while. So now, what's even more wonderful about this is it's giving me resources. So the resource alert, because this ChatGPT is programmed, it knows Suzanne, it knows I'm certified in high performance habits. So of course the resource for this problem solution for that client is going to be to go to high performance habits and share that content with them as part of their coaching. Anxiety and worry. Same thing. The problem, the solution could be some journaling with my Stoic philosophy background. I love that. Delegating with a team or finding them the right team, and a resource for them to read the Daily Stoic. Awesome. Sounds totally like me. All right, decreased resilience. Not ideally a problem I want to solve, but I do think my clients do become way more resilient working with me. This one, yes, absolutely. I see entrepreneurs making crappy decisions all the time. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. Let me go to this. Let me join this group and this group and this group. More, more, more. And that doesn't get them the results they want. Love this. My solution could be a pro and con list and a trusted inner circle. Hello? Yes, that's what I'm creating with my membership. So it's spot on for me. This resource, David Visco, I think, didn't you give me the name of this book, The Road Less Stupid?
Yep, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, love it.
That's awesome.
Love it. And then self-doubt and imposter syndrome, yes. And this is actually one of the activities I have my clients do. Keep a journal of all the nice things and incredible things you accomplish. And when you're doubting yourself, go read some nice stuff people say about you.
You know, what's interesting is I have the paid version. I only got 2 frameworks that spit out, and it gave a problem and then just one solution. It gave me like 5 or 6 problems, but it only gave me one solution response for each.
Okay.
But it stopped at 2 frameworks. I didn't get 7 or however many you got, and I didn't get that many solutions either.
Okay. So
I don't know.
I'm going to put it in the chat, the framework that it spit out at me. There's the framework. Ask for more problem solution frameworks and please structure them in this way.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So mine is trained how I like to be responded to. Don't just give me 2 answers, give me 8 to 10. All those resources, they're part of my custom knowledge in ChatGPT. Plus, it remembers all of my threads. It's not just, this is like a lifetime, accumulation of knowledge there as well.
After I saw yours say resources, because mine didn't have it, I just said, please add resources, preferably business books I've read. And I was like, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
And all but one of them are books that, and I'm sure I've engaged with chat in some manner to mention them, but I found that pretty cool.
Wonderful. And that also lets you know if it's mentioning books, or if you ever ask for resources. I love sharing resources with my clients, but also with my connections. So those become things that you can share to build relationships with people and, deepen those relationships with the people in your circle. So I love that. And keeping that list handy would be really helpful. All right. How do we feel so far? We're good? Awesome sauce.
This isn't, for some reason, Perplexity is just not working for me. It's giving me all of the medical stuff. The one thing it did come up with was positive intelligence. That was the one, because the mindset piece. But that I think is definitely a challenge, because I've gone back now into chat and asked it the same question, and what it's giving me is so much more spot on. So I think it really does depend a bit on the questions, but it's Perplexity is that next level research, right? As we were talking before, when you're in
the one thing you could try with Perplexity is telling it before you ask the question that you're a health coach, and see if that changes the response. Go ahead, Steve.
Denise, I had a similar share for the group is that I found interesting. It's the perplexity versus chat thing. But what I found interesting, both of them they gave me manufacturing construction problems, labor shortages, managing all the stuff that I'm not going to do. It's all the problems those industries have,
Right.
but not my business owner. So
Yeah.
I'm just sharing that as a similar experience. But is it okay if I share an aha moment from this exercise, Suzanne? Which my aha moment is, yeah, all those problems are there, but it really made me sit down and jot out my strengths, and which is financial acumen, strategic thinking, strategic planning, how people gather, how they train, lead, learn, and convene, how they facilitate meetings. And the last one was my personal journey for the last 8 years is improving my emotional quotient.
Mm.
I spent 35 or 43 years being technically, I think, exceptional in a couple areas, but I did it at the expense of, like, if those were a 9, my EQ was a 2. And so I've spent 8 years taking it from a 2 to whatever level it might be at now, which was quite a journey. But the point I wanted to share with the group is that was very beneficial to say, wait a minute, let's go back to your strengths. Now, how can I fit my strengths into my offer and take another spin at the exercises you just gave us, Suzanne?
Yeah, I think that's really great to remember. If you're not getting, the output that you want and putting in your strengths, really helpful. One extra step you could go, Steve, is when you get results that are more focused on, the business problems like staff turnover, poor culture, blah, blah, blah. What are the emotional effects of all of that on the company CEO? And so a CEO is going to know they have those problems at work, but they might not know that that's what's making their marriage in the toilet or their kids not talk to them or right. So all of those things at work have an emotional toll on the leader. So
Well,
that ties right into one of your strengths of emotional intelligence.
yeah, I love that prompt you just shared. That's a great way. In fact, I won't do it now, but I'm going to go back to those 2 chats and run that prompt through and see what it comes up with when we're done
Awesome.
today. But thank you so much for that. I think that
Yeah.
will really help me a lot.
Yeah, I think so. And I think all of us, please remember that um, the problems we're solving for our ideal clients have a deeper level that most of the time they're not talking about. And this one time I was speaking to a group of entrepreneurs and pretty high achieving entrepreneurs, and it was in person. And kind of off the cuff during the talk, I said, "Oh, you know that problem that you have that nobody knows you have?" And I watched the faces in the room go, "Oh crap, she knows. She knows I drink a bottle of wine every night. Oh crap, she knows that my marriage is in the toilet. Oh crap, she knows I'm actually cheating on my husband. Oh my God." Right? So it's this secret problem that only that leader knows they have, and it's coming from their problems at work.
I feel like you could just say that in any room and get a great result.
I know.
That's a good idea.
Steal it anytime. Anytime. You know, because coaches in particular, your ideal client, Robert, the reason they suffer from lack of confidence and imposter syndrome is because they believe that they have to be seen as successful in order to get hired. And that involves what? Ooh, I gotta lie. I gotta like pretend I have all these clients. I gotta pretend I'm making money or nobody's gonna hire me. And that's just a reframe of, you know, how they're talking and feeling about themselves, which is
Mm.
a powerful reframe to do. You know, just because you have $60 in your bank account doesn't make you a loser coach who doesn't know what they're doing. And I said that to somebody one day. Your bank account doesn't warrant how much you charge the next person that comes along. And that was a really powerful reminder for me, too. If you haven't had a client in 3 months, does that mean you're not worth what you charge the client who comes after that 3 month dry spell? No, not at all. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Next steps. After you have the problem solution frameworks, you're going to go back to ChatGPT and you're going to say, here it is right here in the chat. Help me create a list of secondary problems that your ideal clients face. And you can leave out the insert main problem. And then say for each of those secondary problems, suggest a solution I can offer as a bonus. So this is going to start our work for tomorrow on crafting bonuses that go with the problems that you solve. And the great part about this is bonuses or additions or opt-ins for programs, if they start to solve those secondary problems, you're going to get more clients. You're going to attract more people to you. So if Robert's free content solves my visual presentation issues, if he does a workshop on helping coaches have better visuals, the person who's in that room is going to have the other problems that he solves because visuals is a secondary problem. So that's how it kind of can tie your content together to your offer to the people that you attract. And sometimes this is a little bit of a, you have to test it to see what attracts people. So I'll share my screen again and I'll do it for me since we're all vested in the problem solution frameworks. I'm going to put that in secondary problem. I'm going to take out this little, and I'm going to say in relation to the problem solution frameworks above. For each problem, suggest a solution I can offer as a bonus. And I'm going to just add in an opt-in or within my content to make my program more attractive and those ideal clients reaching out to me. And I'll just copy this edited version if you want to steal that, and I'll put that in our document and in the chat. I can't paste while I'm sharing. Hold on. Okay. Secondary problem to chronic stress and emotional exhaustion. Sleep problems. My sleep masterclass for entrepreneurs 2 years ago sold out. Like I had so many people interested in that. Didn't even remember I did that. Digital overload. Oh yeah. Who remembers my workshop from last year, Distraction Proof Your Business? So I've already done all this and I didn't run this before. Decreased resilience, fear of failure, and avoidance behavior. So procrastination, I have many resources on that. Impaired decision making, that's this week's topic. So I like this decision detox roadmap. Take that right to napkin and have it draw me a diagram on that.
Napkin.
Awesome. I'm super happy with all of these. So let me know where you get to here. I'll paste this revised prompt in the chat and I'll update your document so you have it. There's that. And your document. I'll put this new prompt in here for you. All right, I updated your document. So for tomorrow, you're going to start thinking about those secondary problems and how they could be bonuses or workshops or small offers. So think of them as little extractions from your full offer that will attract ideal clients to you. You heard some of my ideas. One was a workshop, one was a YouTube video, one was just a PDF I created, and that turned into a workshop because so many people liked it. The sleep masterclass, I did that about 2 years ago, and it resulted in a lot of clients for me because the person who's struggling with sleep because of problems in their business, as soon as they tackle the sleep, they have less problems in their business, and I look like a genius, right? When in reality, it's just the effect of that chronic stress keeping you awake. We take away some of the stress, you get better sleep. So it was really a win-win for me, thinking about the emotional problems that I solve. Tangible business things, awesome. Problem solution frameworks. Well, I'm solving that for you today. But how does that make you feel? You go out into the world more confident with your offer because you have lots of value to give to attract people to that offer because you've done this work today. So that's why this is important. And it took a long time to figure this out. And once I figured it out, it was immediate, the return on investment, because I was talking in a way that made sense to people. Okay, I know when everybody starts to glaze over, it's time to finish. I want to take questions. And just encourage you for tomorrow. Play with this tonight or give yourself an hour before class tomorrow to play with the things we did today. And once you're happy with those problem solution frameworks, I want you to bring your 3 favorite ones tomorrow. Your 3, say that 5 times fast, 3 favorite problem solution frameworks, and at least 1 or 2 of those secondary problems that stand out to you that you could create something. Those bonuses, most likely you already have those things in your possession, whether in your head or tangible. But those secondary problems are going to make great lead-ins to your program or great bonuses to offer. So that's what we will work on tomorrow. Any questions
Suzanne,
before you go, Steve?
I don't have any questions. I just want to thank you for creating this container for us this week.
You're welcome.
And it really emphasizes something I heard in the last couple of weeks, that AI is not going to replace us, but the people that learn how to use AI will. And just these prompts from the
Yeah.
last 2 days
Yeah.
have been very helpful. So thank you.
You're so welcome. And I want to encourage you to be creative with the prompts. Copying, pasting prompts is totally okay. But when you empower yourself to think like I'm encouraging you to think with it, that's when it becomes a really powerful thinking partner for you. And that's when you're unstoppable. Because when you can communicate with it like it's your thinking partner, that's what I want to encourage today. I could give you a whole library of, 5,000 prompts I've collected if you want it. But the real power comes in learning how to do it, learning that communication. And if you're not getting the results that you want, tell it how to behave. Act like a seasoned copywriter. Act like a seasoned business coach who is used to doing this. Tell it who to be, and you might get a different response. Go ahead, Robert.
So, cursive knowledge question. Sometimes when you know about all the tools, you try to use them all. Um, which are your favorites? Because for some reason, I've been avoiding ChatGPT, and then when I started using O1, I'm like, this is awesome. Like it's noticeably improved over
Yeah.
the earlier versions, and
Yeah.
now I'm getting cut off. Like I used it so much in the last day, I'm getting cut off with my usage. So now in the back of my mind, it's like, do I upgrade to $200 a month? Is that overkill? Or should
You'll
I
need
be
$20 a
20.
month.
okay?
20.
That's the one I'm on.
You're
And
fine.
with that one, I got a message today saying you only have 25 more queries before you're cut off, and for 2 days. Uh,
Oh, have you been doing a lot? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
this
Okay.
very
Well,
long
I use it.
conversation.
I
Yeah.
use it every day a lot. And for 3 different clients, and I've never been cut off.
Oh, well, okay. I must have
So
pushed my luck.
maybe you have too many threads going at the same time.
It
Uh,
was, yeah, it was very long.
hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. But there's other platforms that you can use. That's why I do that longer research on Perplexity and bring that in. I could do all of that in ChatGPT, but you get different results on Perplexity. And I love that you get the citation. I love that. So that tells me that it's pulling the information from somewhere, you know?
Do you have a paid Perplexity or?
I do. I do.
Okay.
One, because the paid version allows you to search scientific um, abstracts and, all of that. And a couple of my clients are psychiatrists, one's a doctor. And if I'm searching for them and grabbing content ideas for them, it's got to be from medical journals. So that's why I pay for it. I do have a custom GPT to share with you if that was very, very helpful. Let me grab it for you. This is from my AI mentor. I have permission to share this with people, with my clients. Do not share this with the public. This is just for us. This is his imposter buster GPT. So if you're struggling a little bit with imposter syndrome, this will help you. And the results from mine positioned something for me for my whole entire content plan for 2025. It was really, really impactful for me. Not with the self-doubt piece, but more from this idea of creating a strategy for somebody like me to put information out into the world. It was wonderful. So have fun with that one if you're feeling a little doubtful. All right,
Thank
everybody
you for
good on what they're
sharing.
bringing tomorrow? Okay. Have fun.
Thank you for everything.
Don't have a sleepless night because of what you learned today.
Who sleeps? I don't sleep anymore.
Hey,
It's too
wait till
much
I
to
show
do.
you gamma.
You need to go to Suzanne's revised, updated sleep workshop.
Yes, yes. And in that workshop, do as I say, not as I do. Okay.
All right. Good night,
Have a
everybody.
great day, everyone.